Good morning, sparkling self-isolators. No, what is it? Sparkling isolation. Yes, sparkling isolators. That's what I meant. I hope you're all well this morning, or if you're not well, I hope you're getting better and enjoying this beautiful weather. We're so lucky to have a lovely garden, but for those who haven't, just fling your windows open and let the sun shine in. I'm looking a bit wonky this morning because I've been bitten on the eye by something. So anyway, right, so today is the turn of oat milk. Okay, so if you've run out of cow's milk and you need something on your cereal and you happen to have some oats, you can make oat milk. Okay, so I've just very slightly rinsed these because they were a bit sort of dusty with the floury stuff. So I've got 2 cups of jumbo rolled oats in here, which I'm going to put in here if they come out. Oh God, sort of. Okay, so 2 cups of rolled oats, 2 pints of water, cold water, and a handful of pecans or any nut. They act as a sort of emollient, sort of joining the oats and water and oily stuff together. Some dates, which I've just realised I haven't stoned, so oh dear, this is not very well organised. So I've put in 8 dates, but you can use sultanas, or you can use a bit of honey, or you can use some maple syrup, just to give the oat milk a bit of sweetness and make it tasty. Okay, sorry about this, it's very badly prepared. Oops, plop, straight in my eye. Right, nearly there. These are delicious, really lovely dates. Oh, I think somebody's coming in for breakfast. I think they might wait. Okay, so I've put 8 dates. This is very approximate, just depending on what you've got. If the worst comes to worst and you've only got sugar, just maybe melt it down a little bit with a bit of hot water. Okay, so a couple of drops, if you have it, of vanilla essence, just to give it that slightly shop bought taste. What's in there? Oh, the rest of the pecans. A bit of salt, not very much salt because you really can taste it, so just literally a good pinch of salt. Plus Stefan says I eat way too much salt, and it's probably right, but I do like salt. Right, and then you whiz it up. Okay, so my trusty whizzer, excuse me a moment. So you want to do this for 35 seconds, no longer. If you do it for longer, it starts to go a bit glutinous and porridgey, and glutinous porridgey milk is not what you want. Okay, so excuse me for 35 seconds. I've got to time it. Okay. Document yourself. Okay, there we go. Right. Righty-ho. So, now, some people put it through a muslin bag, but I've just taken to straining it through a sieve a couple of times. So you need another receptacle, and then just pour it in. You can pour about half of it in, and then it all slow down, and you'll have to give it a bit of encouragement. So if you just sort of scrape it about a bit, and it should all come through. So when you've done this milk, you'll end up with some sort of pad of glue, but that's all your oats and your dates and your nuts, so don't throw it away, make something of it. Stefan's quite good at making weirdy flapjacks with it by adding syrup and margarine and some sugar and a few more oats and putting it in the oven. That's something for you to experiment with. It is a bit of a wet mix. You can always sort of squeeze it a little bit so that it's not quite so wet. Okay, that's mostly that through. You just squish it down a little bit. Do save this because it's good stuff. You don't want to go wasting it. Right, I'm going to put this in a bowl. Okay, so you end up with this sort of sloppy glute like that. Still some milk in there. Okay, right. So the other bit, you'll just need to swish it about a bit because all the good stuff will be dropped to the bottom. Whoop. Okay. Right. Okay, next batch. This is so quick to make, and I mean, it's not brilliant on coffee. It's all right if you're really desperate. It's not too bad. But on cereal, it's perfectly nice. And yeah, this makes, well, it makes 2 pints because you've put 2 pints of water in. Of course it does. Boom. Okay, there's still a little bit more left in there. Our cats are growling just there because they want feeding. It's not even nearly their dinner time. They're just permanently hungry, our cats. Right, last little bit. Okay, stick with it. Doesn't take very long. Okay, so when this is all through, I'm gonna just rinse the sieve out a tiny bit. I've even been prepared enough to have a bowl of water right next to me so I don't have to go away from the camera. How well organised is that? Okay, so if you wiggle it about a bit, it makes a really satisfying kind of round quenelle, I believe it's called. Except I think you do a quenelle with a spoon. That's probably where it gets the name from. Right, okay, so splop that out. Give your sieve a bit of a wash, okay, and also your pot a bit of a wash. Just literally rinsing it out. Okie doke. Oh dear, splashed everywhere. Jolly good. Right, so I'm going to do the same now, back the other way. This takes much less time now. It's mostly all the bits are out. Okie dokie. That's that. There's still a little bit of sediment in it. But if you just wiggle your sieve about to an empty bit, soon goes. Okay. And that's it. I'm going to put it in a, I've got this really nice jar that Mum gave me. Bottle. And I'm just going to tip it straight in. Okay, so this will keep for 2 or 3 days in the fridge. When you come to it in the morning, it will have completely separated and look revolting. But make sure the top's on properly, give it a really good shake, and very soon it will look like 2 pints of milk. Okay, so give it a go. I hope everybody's okay. Hope Steve Richardson is still getting better. Okay, all right. Love to you all. See you soon.